Orchard Terrace is a nursing home located just down the road from John Knox. Every other Friday, for approximately an hour, I took my grade 5-6 students to the home. Students were paired with the senior buddy, and over the course of the 3-month period, they got to know their buddies quite well. They played bingo, checkers, and cards with their senior friends. Together, they went for walks, read stories, made crafts, and enjoyed hot chocolate. Grade 5-6 students also put on a talent show for the residents at the home. In time, after learning about open-ended questions and interviews and biographies, students interviewed their buddies. They asked them questions about their childhood, education, careers, families, retirement, and goals. Using the information they gathered, students wrote a biography about their buddy. On our final visit in June, students presented their senior friends with the biographies they had written. The residents were touched, and my students experienced the joy of serving and blessing their senior friends. My goal in organizing this project was for students to build relationships, bless their community, and foster understanding and empathy for people different than themselves. Though not without its unique challenges, I believe my students were successful in achieving these aims. By taking the time to listen and in showing compassion and grace, my students modeled the love of Christ and developed an appreciation for the experience of others. The Orchard Terrace project was deeply meaningful for me, my students, and the residents at the home. I believe by God's grace, students had an impact and were in turn blessed, and I am truly grateful.
Hi, my name is Ethan, and I'm in grade 5. I'm also a PALS champion, which means I'm a leader of the leaders. I help to organize the leaders' schedules, get them out on time. I help set up the meeting. I walk around on our PALS resources to make sure that the games are going well and that we have what they need. There are 2 PALS champions, myself and Abby. To start, we had a 4-day training, just the 2 of us with Mr. Wassay and his assistant from the Niagara Health Region. Then we had another training session for the new recruits, which includes materials from the Leader's Handbook. We also have a neat collection of games that we can choose from. It is also in Google Classroom to use. So we can say, let's play game 186, and everyone can look for the rules and how to play. I like PALS because it gives chances for people to lead things, and we don't get that many chances in life to lead. It's a great way to learn. Being a champion is also cool because I help people to lead, and I have this really cool hat.
My name is Selah. I do PALS because it's fun and I like helping out kids. At recess, I look for kids that are lonely, and I just play with them so they have a friend. Well, once I just saw a kid there. He was just crying, and I helped him out, and I asked him if he wanted to play a game. He said yes, so we made up games and played them with each other, and we just had fun, and we made friends.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi.
Can you tell me what you do at PALS at recess?
Well, usually I bring a ball out and then just look for someone who doesn't have anybody to play with, and then ask them if they want to play catch or something.
What kind of children do you ask to play catch with?
Anybody who's sitting around like they have nothing to do and no one to play with.
And when you invite a child to play ball with you, what is their reaction?
They smile.
Yeah, that's nice. And do they come and play?
Yep.
PAL stands for Program Activity Leaders in School. It's a program which gets us moving, where we can invite all kids to play and teaches us how to be leaders. My name is Alyssa, and I'm in grade 4. I became a PALS leader this year, and it's fun because I'm old enough to be a leader and I get to make a difference. When it is my turn to lead, I introduce a game and invite kids who are not playing with anybody to join. It makes me feel good when a child with a sad face starts to smile. No one ever feels left out in the PALS program.
Because our school is running the PALS program, we were entered into a draw from the Niagara Region Public Health.
We won a hockey net, hockey sticks, and a couple of balls. This was super cool. We started a Pals Indoor 3-on-3 hockey tournament, which is awesome for the winter. Kids in grade 1 to 3 play on Tuesday recesses, and grade 4 to 6 play on Fridays. There are about 20 kids in each division. My job is to set up, pass out pennies, help organize, and make sure everything is working and no child is left behind. I like being a Pals leader because I can make recess more fun. It's also cool that I'm in grade 4 and I can be a leader.
Pals has taught me several leadership skills. I have learned a lot about communication by working on the Pals team. We have to communicate with other leaders for our schedules and to organize the games we are leading. We also have to communicate with younger children, which can be easy or difficult depending on the situation and the game. It can be tricky to find a sad child and know the right words to help them be happy. It also can be challenging to communicate the rules of a game so they know how to play. I also learn responsibility because it's important for me to show up when it's my turn. If I don't, then I let the kids down. I also have to be creative because sometimes the younger kids don't always like the game I'm leading. I have to be creative to adapt it for them. The little kids trust us as leaders. We have to take that seriously because they look up to us and we want to be able to be a friend to them. We need to choose our words carefully. Basically, being a Pals leader is living exactly how Jesus calls us. We are to love our neighbor, we are to look out for those in need, and we are to help others to feel loved. The Pals motto is there's always room for one more. Isn't that how Jesus feels too?